guys, come with me to pick some pineapple weed. So pineapple weed, like its name suggests, smells and tastes like pineapple. So it's a perfect alternative for people who are allergic to pineapple. Today we're going to be making pineapple weed ice cream with it, coconut based. However, it's most commonly used to be dried and then used in herbal teas. But there's so much you can do with it, like make ice cream. We often think to forage something we need to go far into the woods. However, delicious plants such as pineapple weed can often be found right outside our doorstep at your nearest park or grassy area. So this is pineapple weed. You do want to be a bit cautious as pineapple weed does have a few lookalikes. None of them are poisonous, but the best way to distinguish is through the smell. It has to be sweet and fruity and smells like pineapple. Pineapple weed is commonly found along roadsides, paths, and parks. And this is because it has sticky seeds that stick to shoes and are spread by people walking. Pineapple weed is ready in the summer and fall, and the best way to harvest it is by pinching them off with your fingernails. So you can harvest the whole plant, however the flowers are much sweeter while the leaves are quite bitter. So today I'll just be picking the flowers for the ice cream. When picking pineapple weed, pick the flowers that are more yellow than green. The green ones are older and don't have as much flavor. So get out there and pick a container of pineapple weed. Once picked, you can put the pineapple weed in the fridge until further use. This humble weed can also be used medicinally and is an anti-inflammatory. But follow along today as we make ice cream. So you will need 2 cups of coconut milk. I made sure when buying at the store that it is full-fat coconut milk in a can. I then put the can in the fridge to chill for at least 2 hours. This is to separate the cream and the liquid.
2 hours later.
Once 2 hours is up, I took it out of the fridge. The cream should have separated from the liquid. So you can see here it is much thicker now. And for the recipe, I scoop out 2 cups of the cream on top. You will also need a 1/4 cup of white sugar and a cup of pineapple weed. I then thoroughly rinsed the pineapple weed. It's important to do this because it grows in highly trafficked areas. So I poured the 1 cup of pineapple weed into a medium-sized pot, and I then poured in the 2 cups of coconut cream as well. I then placed the pot on the stove at medium-low heat and then stirred everything together and heated it to a simmer. I don't want to boil it or else it'll ruin the flavors. Once it is simmering, you want to take it off the heat. Once I took the pot off the heat, I put the lid back on and let it sit for 45 minutes to allow the pineapple weed to infuse into the coconut milk. After 45 minutes, I strained the mixture by placing a bowl under a strainer and gathering the coconut milk, squeezing out as much liquid as possible. I then added the strained coconut milk back to the pot and stirred in a 1/4 cup of white sugar. I then put the pot on medium-low heat again and brought it to a simmer just to melt the sugar. Then I took it off the heat. Once the sugar has melted into the coconut milk, I took it off the heat and poured the mixture into an airtight container. I put the container into the freezer, and because I am not using an ice cream maker, I will stir the mixture every hour for the first couple of hours, then every 30 minutes once it gets thicker. So this is after an hour, and it's still quite liquidy, the ice cream, so hopefully it will thicken up. It is always a bit more difficult to make ice cream without an ice cream maker, so let's hope it works.
2 hours later.
This is after the 3rd hour, so as you'll see, it is getting quite thick now, so I will start stirring it every 30 minutes so it doesn't become rock solid. This is 30 minutes later. It is very thick, and I think it's ready to serve. That is really good. It tastes exactly like pina colada.